acts through another acts himself. Today we'll be talking about vicarious liability, and if ever you are an employer, you do have your own business, this video is for you. Thank you for coming back to the channel. My name is Nonkululeko Mbele, and most of you might know me by Rich Auntie. So today we'll be talking about vicarious liability. So in simple terms, vicarious liability is when someone or the employer is held responsible for someone else's actions or the employee's actions or omission. Okay, this is what vicarious liability means in layman's terms. I know this is something that a lot of business owners, especially those who are starting up, are unaware of. All right. If it happens that your employees' actions are costly in any way, in any regard, you as an employer are liable for those actions. This might sound unfair, but it is what it is. So in order for vicarious liability to be present, we need to meet, or there has to be requirements that are made. And first and foremost, there will have to be an employment relationship. All right, so there should be an employment relationship between the employer and the employee. Secondly, there needs to be an omission of a delict, and this simply means there needs to be a wrongful deed that takes place. And thirdly, this will have to take place within the scope of the employment relationship. So for an example, let's say I worked at XYZ construction company, and I'm one of those people who operate those big machines or trucks that demolish buildings, and I accidentally demolish a building that I was not supposed to. I'll be liable to answer to my employer. However, my employer is the one liable who will be held accountable to the owner of that building. Okay, so because I'm acting on their behalf, XYZ Construction is the one that is liable for that damage. A lot of people who are upcoming or who have just recently started their businesses are unaware of this kind of concept, and often much they find themselves in trouble because they don't understand how it could possibly be their fault whereas they were not behind, or they were not the one who instigated or who caused damage of any sort to the other party. I just want to raise awareness that there is such a thing called vicarious liability, and it is something that all of us who are in business or who are entrepreneurs should be aware of, where we have other people acting on our behalf. Good people, let's make it a norm to understand what comes with having people work for us, what costs and what risks are there for us, and how we can try to prevent them. Good people, it has been a minute, but I'm so grateful that I'm back, and let's continue with our journey on getting labor smart. Till we meet again, goodbye.